as I was looking at Facebook this week, was reading, they have that memories thing, and that can be good and bad, Not everybody gets better looking with age, like crazy Uncle Larry, but anyway. But I was looking on Facebook, and Dolly had shared, it had some memories for me that Dolly had shared on Facebook 10 years ago. And 10 years ago, we were getting ready to start this week my radiation and chemotherapy treatments. And it would be a very hard journey. And it was stage 3, and I didn't know if I was going to live or die. And I share with you that most people, fear death. It's the greatest fear. But there's a 100% chance that we're all going to get there, right? There's a story of a pastor who was walking a journey with someone who was terminal, a lady that was terminal. Okay, we're all terminal, but she had her, this is how long approximately. And he'd walked this journey with her and gotten really to know her really well. He finally got the courage to ask her one day. He said to her, what's it like to live every day, knowing that you're going to die? And she responded with, what's it like to live every day pretending you're not? So whenever I had cancer, I didn't know if I was going to live or die. Honestly, didn't know how it was going to turn out. Stage 3 is really a big deal. I mean, some of these people look, they were white, looking like, oh my gosh, this is pretty serious, and it was. But I have no fear of death. I can honestly say that. Walking through that, not knowing was I going to live or die, it really forced me to come to terms with what do I really believe. Because you can say what you believe in a fantasy world with unicorns and rainbows, and when life is all good, you can say what you believe. But when you face death head on, at least for me, I really had to come to terms with what do I believe. And I settled in my heart wholeheartedly. I don't understand it all. I don't know what it looks like, the hereafter. But I really had to settle for myself, and I did, that I wholeheartedly believe that this is not the end. I wholeheartedly believe that dying, Christ destroyed my death, and rising, Christ restored my life, conquering it, making the eternal, everlasting life that is promised to us possible. I don't know how it happens. I don't understand it all. I just settled it for myself that I believe. And that was enough. You'll have to come to terms with that on yourself. But for me, I would have rather died hoping and knowing and praying for healing than have lived without hope and have lived without a promise of eternal and everlasting life.